Got it.
Hey everybody, welcome to the third episode of Cameron's Nostalgia Podcast. I'm your host, Cameron Strickland, and today I have with me Terry Angus. How are you, Terry?
I'm doing okay. A little problematic with my back these days. Then again, I've been having back problems for quite some time lately. So, but anyway, other than that, I'm doing okay.
Nice. Now, for any of the guys who don't know, Terry is a puppeteer and puppet builder. He was best known for his work on Follow That Bird, Fraggle Rock, Four Fish, Fly Free, and many more.
Yes, that's correct.
And he was part of Morris Fraggle, the storyteller, and he was part
Yeah,
of
Rio, the minstrel, one of the minstrels. She was a green
Minstrel.
raggle that played the cymbals, kind of thing.
Yes. Now, let's begin with how did you get interested in puppetry?
Well, way back, a long time ago. Now, when I was in high school, and I think it might have been around mid high school, possibly. I was doing impersonations of celebrities of the time and teachers and that kind of stuff. And I would do this sort of stand up routine on variety concerts and stuff and do this stuff. Somehow the puppets got came into it, and I was more comfortable doing the puppeteering and rather than doing standing up and doing all these impersonations and all that stuff like a stand-up comic kind of thing. But the puppets got into it, and I felt more comfortable with having them being in the forefront than me. Because I have a cerebral palsy I was born with, which you have a kind of an odd walk with that, all that kind of stuff. And Yeah, and I eventually learned how the Muppets caught my eye. They were very, they were the best puppets that you could find on air through Sesame Street and through the Muppet Show, and mostly through the Muppet Show, because the humor, of course, is there for everybody, mostly the adults and that kind of thing. But it interested me, and I taught myself how to do some of those voices, and was able to do that through high school. And then around when my grade 12, a teacher came to me with the Halifax Herald news articles telling me that Jim Henson was doing a new show in Toronto called Fraggle Rock, and they were going to hold open auditions. I took that to my guidance counselor and I asked, would this be a dumb thing to try to do? And he said, no, all they could say is no, so go for it, kind of thing. So, with help from teachers and friends, we were able to get the money together to fly me into Toronto and audition. That's sort of how it sort of started off, kind of thing. When I got to the audition, I had my own suitcase, my own crudely built puppets, by the way. They weren't as good as they are now. And I had the suitcase, and I would put the backup uh, for the person that was. First, it was Richard Hunt that was doing the interviews, and then I waited around Friday to see Jim himself, and I'd start bringing out these puppets and doing all these, different characters and voices and stuff. And I had a little crude Kermit at that time, and I had him pop around the suitcase and go, "Hi, Daddy," kind of thing. And Jim got a great kick out of that and said, "Oh, what the hey," kind of thing, and said, "Oh, a new me," kind of thing like that. And so um, they asked me if I could do other Muppet voices. There are some that I can do and some I can't do, and I did some voices for them, like New Zealand. Yeah, I take this fish and throw them away, and they come back to me. I had a porpoise, but I lobster. And I did stuff like that. And Jim brought out this book called The Making of the Muppet Show, Muppets and Men. And he started signing that. Uh, I didn't even know if I got the job, and I asked Jim very, carefully, "Does that mean I've got the job?" And he looked at me and said, "Oh yeah," kind of thing like that. And that's how I got on Fraggle Rock.
Nice. Do you have any Four Fish, Fly Free puppets?
Not on hand. No, they like most puppets, like most of the reticulated foam puppets, they dissolved away after we did the Four Fish series. I think, about maybe 5 years later, they all dissolved. I didn't have possession of them, and they kept them in Toronto. And not Toronto. I'm sorry, that was done in Kansas. Sorry, I'm sorry, Little River, Kansas. And they in a box. They were stored in a box, and I asked if I could have them back when they canceled out the thing because I wanted to rescue. I figured if they're not being used, maybe I could salvage some stuff off them for other puppets. And they said no, they deteriorated and they threw them out, and that was the end of that. So I don't, sadly, I don't have any of the Four Fish puppets around anymore.
Oh.
Not anymore. Sorry. But I did a character called Neon, and he was sort of a slight variation of my own voice. And hey, Copper, how you doing? Oh, this is great. So it'd be that kind of voice there. So yeah, yeah.
And I do have two VHS copies of Four Fish Fly Free.
Did you say VHS copies?
Yes, I do.
Oh, nice, nice. Videotape.
And here's this one.
There it is. Neon is the yellow one, and that's the one I played on there. And that's Copper on top of Neon there, and beside her is Blue, and the guy with the hat there is Red. I didn't create them. I didn't name them. That's what they were. So anyway, that yellow guy is the one that I played.
Yes. And this.
Oh, it's Neon and Puffy. I did Puffy for the pilot, and I did Neon as well. So that one, Neon's Imagination Vacation. Yeah, I remember that one. Yeah, yeah, that was not a bad one. Yeah, yeah, you got them. And I think, yeah, there's others too, but they came in a two-set thing each.
Yes. Well, you did some other shows like Blizzard Island.
Yeah, that one I co-created. And those puppets are pretty much gone too. I still have a Sydney the Witch, but not right here. It would take quite a bit to bring her. She was a fairly big puppet kind of thing. Four Fish Fly Free, we did when I was working on Fraggle Rock, we did what not many people would have done. Myself and Stony Ripley, who co-created the show with me, we did home video version of what we thought the show could look like. And we did sort of like a whole half hour to an hour version of that. And we stopped, and it's really hard because with VHS machines, you have to stop and start kind of thing. You couldn't, we didn't have editing facilities like the professionals. So when we stopped, we had to be careful not to stop too closely to something, or the tape would take back. Some people would know what I'm talking about, and some people wouldn't. But anyway, the character of Sydney the Witch is I sort of based her voice on Tamanella from The Frog Prince, which was done originally by Jerry Jewell. And the voice I did for that is well, I'll do Tamanella's, and you'll see what I mean. Have a pop over, Froggy. Aren't you delicious? I mean, delightful. A friend of mine would just love to invite you to breakfast, Froggy. So yeah, so that was Sydney the Witch's voice, which is an offshoot of Tamanella. I did another character on there. Both of them were villains, and I played a character called Sir Python, and he had a top hat and what I think they called those things a dicky that you have there, and a bow tie and that kind of thing. And him, I sort of based off of the voice off of a sort of like a hierarchy kind of character. What do we have here? Two delicious little morsels. Dinner at last. After 4 long years of starvation, I, Sir Python the Snake, shall dine at last. And that's the voice I did for him.
Oh, right. And ooh, what was it like working on Pirates?
On Pirates? Oh, wow. Gee, that was pretty good. Mike and I did a couple of crows in that. Mike Peterson. We did 2 crows. And the crow that I did, I sort of did an offshoot of a Don Adams voice. And Don Adams, for any of you who don't know who he was the guy that played Get Smart, Maxwell Smart, on a show Get Smart, and he also did Tennessee Tuxedo, and he did Inspector Gadget, and so the voice I use a voice something like that. I would do it very much like that, and that is the kind of voice I would use very much like Don Adams. Would you believe? So you have to be pretty well familiar with Get Smart. It's a pretty old '60s show, but it's great. Trust me, it's really good. It's really funny. So, yeah. Or maybe people would know Tennessee Tuxedo will not fail. So that maybe that. Anyway, there we go. Yeah, it was a lot of fun. Mike and I had a great time on that.
And what was it like working on Fraggle Rock? Where you got
Fraggle Rock was another honey. I love that show. We did. It was a lot of fun. Everybody was wonderful. I was very good friends with Karen Crowell, Mike Peterson, and a few of them there. We had a great time. When I was creating with Stony Ripley the Blizzard Island concept, those guys sort of helped me out with advice here and there on how, the characterizations, how gags work. Uh, um, um, Dave Goles, for example, who did Gonzo for the Muppet Show and did Boober Fraggle for Fraggle Rock, he taught me how to do humor in a three-step fashion. You would never go beyond a three-hit joke kind of thing. So we'll say that there's three characters standing there. One guy says, "Did I leave the what's going to happen to these guys? Are they going to die?" And the next guy would say, "Oh, this doesn't look good." And the third guy, which would be the punchline kicker, "Did I leave the stove on?" kind of thing. So it would be that kind of a three-hit setup sort of thing. So Dave Goles taught me that kind of thing, and that was really good. And Jerry Jewell loved the fact that I did Sidney the Witch after Tam and Ella. Kind of thing. When he saw the home video that Stoney and I did, he looked back at me with a grin, and I said, "Sorry," and Jerry said, "No, no, no. Impersonation is the greatest flattery of all," kind of thing. So, yeah, it was a lot of fun. We had a lot of fun, and there was. It's not to say that there weren't any, frustrating moments on the show. There would be frustrating moments. You weren't too pleased about what you did, or I could have done better. That kind of thing. So yeah, this would be things like that, but it was fun for the most part, really fun.
Yes, well, I was going to be chatting with Morris.
Oh, were you? Oh, you
Yes.
were. Uh-huh. Well, maybe. And this is my duplicate of Morris. It's not the real one, but it's the one that I built from the patterns and everything. Hi there. How you
Hey,
doing?
Morris.
Hey, how you doing, pal? How you doing, Cameron?
I'm doing good.
Oh, good. Terry's got to take a drink here. It keeps the old palate kind of soft. You know what I mean? So yeah. So Cameron, what do you? When is this going to be on YouTube? Or yeah, it's YouTube, isn't it?
Yes, I'm going to have to show you some of my stuff.
Oh, okay. I'll settle for that instead.
All right.
Trust them, it's going to be good. It's going to be really neat. Wow, it's Gobo and Red. Wow. Hey guys, how you doing?
Hey, Morris. Hey, Morris.
Hey. Oh wow. Hey Red. Yeah, it's been a long time, hasn't it? I've
Yeah.
I left the rock and I haven't been able to go back because Terry's back is so bad he can't puppeteer anymore, and even sometimes build. But hey, I've got my memories, and that's the fun. That's a good thing. Yeah. How are you guys doing? What are you doing lately? I haven't seen you in a long time. For many moons, many rocks.
Well, I was just eating some radishes.
Oh, radishes! I love. Did you save enough for me? I take it that was a shake of the head. Yes. Right.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. Good. 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 So you're gonna send them to me because I'm a real hungry Fraggle over here.
Uh-huh.
Okay, that's great. Fantastic.
Hmm.
Is that the mail? Are they here already? No, I'm just kidding. Okay.
And I just show you some of the plushies.
Good gravy. My throat is dry today. Hmm.
And this is
What's
Wembley.
a gravy? Never mind. Oh, Wembley. Hey, Wembley. Oh,
Hmm.
love the wave there. And Moki. Moki, your one eye seems to be locked there. Are you kind of sleepy today, or because you got one eye that kind of a little off there? You kind of, yeah. Okay, she left. She didn't even say hi or anything. Wow.
Mhm.
Yeah, the monkey used to be a wonderful person.
And
Oh, we're back to oh, these are the plush versions too. Yeah, they look a little different than the other. Yeah, they're pretty good. Those are pretty good. And a little boober. A little boober. Hey, boob. How you doing?
good.
Wembley!
And
Don't
this,
touch it. There might be germs. Oh, Junior Fuego. Oh, going to get those fuegos. Oh. Hey, mom, I got a fuego. That's pretty good. This is nice, nice plush. Those are really nice plushes. I didn't get those.
and I just show you 5 books.
Ah, I have that book. I've got that one. I've got it. Yep. What's a Fraggle? It's pretty good.
Hmm.
And Trevor, I got that one too. Got that one too. Nice.
And 2 of these books appeared on The Adventures of Elmo and Grouchland.
Oh yeah. Did you say that was a book,
No,
or is
it's
that
not
a
a book.
video,
It's a
or
video.
is that a video or a book?
Video.
Oh, it's a video. Okay, I'm sorry. Yeah. Is that a Blu-ray or is that a DVD or a VHS?
VHS.
Oh wow, you got an old. Do you have an old VHS player?
Yes, I do.
Oh my goodness. You've still got one of those. Oh my goodness. Wow. That's neat. Very neat.
And
I don't even have that anymore. Ah. What do doozers do? Yeah, that's pretty good.
hmm,
Yeah, I got that one too.
hmm,
I've got all those books.
hmm.
Oh, Best Friends. That's a nice one too. I think that's Jocelyn that wrote that. Yes, it is. Jocelyn wrote that. Yeah. Yeah, The Legend of the Doozer Who Didn't. Is that based on the one we did on Fraggle Rock? I think it is.
Yes.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, yeah. I can't remember
Yes.
the episode name now. Oh no, I'm getting old. Anyway, you're getting old. My hair's falling out. That's because you're milking. You're an old. The hair is off of the old puppet.
Morris.
Really? Yes, that's right.
I grew up watching you on TV.
Oh, I was there, but I didn't do the very much. I was just there. I'd either be watching them talk. That's watching people talk. Really, it's an art. It's an art to learn how to make it look like I'm watching people talk.
Yes. And
See, isn't that good? That's a great. That's great, eh? Yeah.
yes. Well, I was going to be chatting with Kermit.
Well, I'll take off then. Bye bye. I can't do two at once. It's not. Bye. Now, this is one that I made. I never use these normally on any place, but for you, Cameron, for you. Hi there, Cameron. How are you doing?
Good.
Hey, it's great to see you.
I couldn't remember the first time I remember meeting you, Kermit.
Wow, you do. When was that?
I grew up watching you when I was little on TV.
Ah, oh yeah. Well, that's great. That's great. Who's your favorite Muppet?
Elmo.
Elmo.
Yes. I used to watch Elmo's World, and you made a cameo appearance in the Elmo's World episode, Frogs.
Oh, I did. You know what? I didn't see Elmo's World, so I don't remember what he did in it. Anyway, sorry about that, folks. I never got to see it. You know what? I'm gonna have to see that movie. Is it very good? How good is it?
It was good.
Oh, good, great, great. Oh, that sounds wonderful. Yeah.
And you're gonna have to sing the Rainbow Connection.
I what now?
Rainbow Connection.
Ah, yes. What about it?
Why are there so many
Oh,
songs about rainbows?
and what's on the other side? Rainbows are visions, but only illusion. And rainbows have nothing to hide. I won't sing the whole thing because I don't want to bore the audience. But thank you. That's great. That's great. Thank you. Yeah,
You're
you
welcome.
did it better.
And
Okay, I'm gonna take off now. Unless you want to ask me something more. I mean, I'll answer if you know. Okay.
yes, I was chatting with Fozzie.
You what now?
I was going to be chatting with Fozzie.
Oh, okay. We'll see you later then. Okay, I was lucky I brought in Fozzie. These are the only three that I brought in because my back, as I said, I got to lean up head here to get this. Uh, 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 now these I made when I was making the master replicas stuff kind of thing, and so I made myself copies of these guys. Get the arm on here. We call a live hands puppet. So, hi, Cameron. Ah, hi there. How you doing?
Good.
Oh, terrific. That's just great. My wife loves children, but I can't bear them. Ah, okay, it wasn't that great of a joke. Anyway, yes, what would you like to know, Cameron?
Well, I was telling some funny jokes.
Okay, go for it.
Okay. Knock, knock.
Who's there?
I'm a.
I'm a what?
I'm a gonna give
You're a
you.
what now?
I'm a gonna hear you.
You're going to hear me. Ah, that's good. Good punchline. Yes. Gotta find me a different avenue here. Anyway,
All right.
yes.
I do have one more.
Okay, go for it.
Knock, knock.
Who's there?
Dwayne.
Dwayne who?
Join me. I'm drowning.
That's great. Wonderful. Waka waka. That's wonderful, Cameron. Great stuff. Good.
Yes. Oh, great.
Anyway, yes, go for it, Cameron.
Well, I was going to be video chatting with Butch G Cat.
Ah, can you take me off to explain this one? Yes, I can. What a thing, a puppet. I mean, who believes in those? I'm just teasing. Anyway, I'll put this back. Butch, unfortunately, like I said with a lot of puppets, the inside foam crumbled to dust. So currently, I am trying to restaurate them, but it's a pretty hard job because with my bad back, I found out a few years ago that I have degenerative disc disease. And if you don't know what that is, you know how the spine is, and there's cushions in between each spine makes up the back. Uh, those crumble away, and it ends up being bone on bone, and it kind of sort of crushes against the other bone, and it hurts like heck. Very painful if you do the wrong thing or pull yourself the wrong way. So I'm trying to stay in the game of building a little bit, but it's hard to do. I can only do building for maybe maybe a half hour a day sometimes before my back starts really bothering me, and then I have to quit. So right now, which is kind of in the middle of being restorated. So because I don't have the fur anymore for Butch, I've had to tear the old one apart, meaning take out the foam. And I've had to sort of rebuild, put new foam inside. And doing that, I've also had to fix up the eye mechanism. He had an eye mechanism that I would use that would make his eyes go up and down. And I've had to fix that up as well. Uh, so he's sort of in the workshop in pieces right now. So sadly, I can't really bring Butch out. I can do the voice still, but and Butch is my own voice really only just deepened. I deepened my voice for Butch. So, hey there, Butch G. Cat, star of stage screen, and of course the IWK telethon. So yeah, and everything's just boffo. It's really great to be here, that kind of thing. So that's Butch's voice right there. Like I said, sadly. I would love to have brought him on to show you, but like I said, he's in pieces right now, kind of thing. Still trying to restore him. And I had copies of Butch as well, but they all disintegrated as well. So they're all of the Butches have gone to the happy hunting grounds for the moment. So I'm just trying to restore the old one by just trying to replace the inside foam. Really hard job to do too. It takes a long time to do. Especially the eye mechanism, trying to rebuild that sort of thing. So, yeah. Sorry
Well,
about that.
yes. Terry, I remember the first time I remember meeting Kermit for the first time.
Yes, yes. So you met Kermit, did you?
Yes, I do.
Where did you meet him at? I'd love to know where you met him at.
I was video chatting Kermit on Zoom for the first time.
Ah. So is it Steve Whitmire that you were chatting with, or was it somebody else?
It was you, Terry.
Oh, okay. Sorry about that, Cameron. Sorry. I thought you were telling me. Yeah. Okay, so this would be the first time you've actually talked to him, kind of thing.
Yes.
Ah, yes. Yes, I see. Sorry about that.
Well, to wrap
I,
this up, is there
pardon?
is there anything else you'd like to say?
Is there anything else I'd like to say?
Uh,
Well, not too much. Watch. I know that new Fraggle Rock is on. It's been made and everything. They've done a second year with it. Sadly, I couldn't be a part of it because, like I said, my back is now really shot, and I'm not in extreme pain. But sadly, they say degenerative disc does get worse and worse and worse. There's no cure for it, and I also had a faucet joint problem as well, which is in the same area as that. I get the name of this thing so I can remember what. Yeah, it's a faucet joint syndrome. I have that as well in the back, and that's not. That's a lot of trouble. Now I have been trying to get a hold of a doctor to. He's got to call another doctor that has to deal with that sort of thing. But I've been waiting to hear back, and we haven't heard anything back yet because there's supposed to be some kind of shots that are supposed to help with that. At least that's what I'm led to believe. So anyway, But aside from that, from what I've seen of the new Fraggle Rock, it is like really good from what I can see. And our old technology is nothing compared to the new technology they got with this new Fraggle Rock. It's really a good show from what I can see. You actually see the Fraggles actually running on the ground, jumping and hopping and all that stuff. Really impressive stuff.
I know. Oh, I forgot to tell you. What was it like working on the 1985 film Follow That Bird?
Follow That Bird was pretty good. I remember uh, I did Cookie Monster in Hooper's store when they were trying to plot out rescuing Big Bird, kind of thing, and it was in Hooper's store, yeah. And I remember having him up there and having him react and everything, because of course Frank Oz did Cookie Monster at that time, and that kind of thing. But there was a jar of what is it, Smarties, I think, behind me, or was it Smarties or was it M&Ms? But anyway, it was a jar behind me, and between takes, I snuck a few of the candies and I ate them, which I shouldn't have done. And then back into Cookie Monster and doing the reactions and all that stuff. Dum de dum dum dum. Hello there, haha, Cookie Monster. And I heard over the PA somebody saying, "Would somebody stop eating this candy?" Kind of thing, and it was pretty funny at the time. A lot of people were laughing, you know.
All right.
It was a lot of fun, and I got to chat with Carol Spinney a bit, and then again, I chatted with Carol Spinney during the Muppets Family Christmas too, kind of thing. I was beside him for one shot of the Family Christmas, where with a Grouch puppet right next to him. It's a brown Grouch, if I remember properly, kind of thing. Good working puppet too. The jaw on that thing is really nice. But yeah, yeah, yeah.
All right. Well, thanks so much, Terry, for your support.
Thank you, thank you.
Stay tuned. There will be more guests coming up. Until next time, peace.
Peace out, baby.
All right.
Okay, is that it? That's it, I guess. Okay, thanks a lot, Cameron. Is there anything else before we go, or before we close out? Okay, I don't hear you. So
Close
your
out.
audio, pardon?
Close out.
Oh, close out. Okay, sorry. All right, I'll do that then. Stop video. Oops. Okay, I stopped video. How do I get out of here? Okay, that we have. Yes, there we go. Wait a minute, he's still here. Okay. That is a